Hello Internet. Today it's time to get this Amiga 500 that we've repaired and got working into a nice clean condition and put back together and presentable. I've got isopropyl alcohol, I've got window cleaner, I've got blue roll, I've got a toothbrush, and let's get cleaning. Right, this is just the case, there's no Amiga actually inside here. There we go. We've got the keyboard, we've got the trapdoor, we've got the base, and we've got the top. So this is what we need to clean. Let's start with the top. Now, I don't think this is going to need much, if any, in the way of retrobriting, because you can see the outside colour is not very much different to the inside colour. I think maybe the same goes for the keys. They are really dirty, but I'm not quite sure how yellowed they are, and I think once we've cleaned them we'll have a better idea of whether actually they need retrobrite. Well, the A key for sure seems to, that looks to be quite yellowed, and that looks to be quite yellowed actually. Some of the keys might need some retrobriting, in which case we might retrobrite them all just for consistency. Or maybe not, maybe we'll leave it as it is, we'll decide that later. Okay, let's put that aside. Let's put this aside. This is relatively clean, there's some marks on it, lots of need cleaning up, and the feet are actually still on, still seem to be in quite good condition. They're not tacky or sticky or anything, so I think that might just need cleaning. What's the serial number? 327720. I don't know whether that's high or low or indifferent, but there we go. Right, how shall we start? Let's start with some window cleaner and a toothbrush. Let's just start on this bottom section here with the okay, that's coming up nicer already. Okay, that's a lot cleaner than it was. Just look how filthy this rag is. Let's go over the stains and hard to shift marks and see if we can get those off with a bit of alcohol. Okay, it's not coming off with alcohol. Let's try a bit more washing glass cleaner. No, that doesn't seem to do it. I think we might need something stronger. I shall go and get some baking soda. Okay, this is just regular bicarbonate of soda and a tiny amount of water in there. And we'll mix this up and make a little paste. Now the idea is that this is slightly abrasive, so it should act almost like sandpaper. There we go, that's starting to come off. There we go, all gone. Okay, I'll keep going with these and we'll come back when we've done it. Okay, that's done. So it's gone from there, it's gone from there, it's gone from there, and that mark's gone. Okay, I'll need to rinse it off, and that's the top done basically. You have to be a little bit careful using this bicarbonate of soda because it is very, very mildly abrasive, and so it's already done it on there. You can actually feel that the surface there where I've cleaned it is a little bit smoother, and it's not so bad here. But this was quite stubborn. There it seems to be a bit smoother. That's the price we have to pay, and actually if you hold it in the light it does look a little bit shinier where it's been cleaned or where it's been rubbed with the bicarbonate, but it's not got that ink stain or paint stain or whatever it was. Okay, so one piece down, several more to go. Okay, so the top's done. Now we can look at the bottom. The inside is a bit grubby, but it's worth probably a rub over at least. No one's going to see this, but then we will know it's clean. Okay, that's done. Then I'll just rinse those off and we can then go and start with the keyboard. Okay, now it's time to do the keyboard. What I'm going to do is take all the keys off and put the keycaps in that pot and the springs in that pot, and then we shall start looking at cleaning them. I've got my £2 from eBay keyboard puller, so this just slips over the keys and you pull. Spring, key. Couldn't be simpler. I guess it could be simpler. It's broken. Beware cheap key pullers from eBay. Guess I have to get another one. Right, it's a couple of days later and I've got a new chip puller, key puller, which is a different design. This one is one long piece of metal wound around, so it's not going to break when it tries to pull a key off. Okay, I'm going to use another pot for the grey keys just to keep them separate. those springs separate because they're different size to the other ones. Okay, I also gave the keyboard a blast with the canned air, so that got rid of some of the dust. Okay, it's much cleaner. That's interesting. That capacitor has got a leg broken off. I think we're going to have to repair that, which means we're going to have to take the back off this keyboard. Okay, I think it's just a matter of putting it back through the hole. So, fortunately we can just take this little back plate off. We don't need to unscrew all these 27 screws for the main keyboard plate. That's interesting. It looks like, looking at that solder pad, it looks like that capacitor has never actually been correctly soldered. That one there. You can see it looks like that there has never actually been a pin leg through that hole. So let's quickly take this plastic shield off. Yeah, that's never been connected. I don't know what that connection did, but it wasn't doing it before and it is doing it now. So let's just put these screws back in. Remember, because we are screwing into plastic, it's a half turn back before you start turning. Good, so that C2 capacitor is now connected. So down in the kitchen we're going to give the keycaps a good soak in some warm water and washing up liquid. Now they're clean, we can see that at least some of the keys really do need retrobriting. So that's what we're going to do. I've suspended a greenhouse grow light above the table. This should provide enough UV to do the job. Then I'll add some 12% hydrogen peroxide to the pot of keycaps. This stuff is caustic, so it's important to wear gloves. Give it a swirl. And switch it on. Then I'll leave them to cook for a few hours. Every half hour or so I shall come back and give them a swirl, just so that all the sides manage to get a good even dose of sunlight. Right, they've had plenty of time now, so let's take them out and rinse them under the tap. Hopefully these look a lot nicer than they did before. Right, let's put put the keys back on the keyboard. Start with the big ones that need clipping in. The rest of them should be straightforward. They still look a little bit yellowed, on the A key particularly, and I think some of those, J key maybe. I don't know, I think it's better overall, but what do you think? Let's put this back together. We'll start with the bottom shield. Now the Amiga 500 is back together, the last thing that we need to do is plug it in and try it out. So let's do it. This is the Meanwell Amiga power supply that I built in a previous video. I shall link to that up in the corner. Right, let us start. Power on. And I've got a Workbench disk since we started, so I can boot into Workbench 1.3. Brilliant. But that's not what you really want to see, is it? So, let's go lemmings. Splendid. So thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, and if you'd like to see more, then please subscribe so that you are notified when the next video comes out. And if there's anything you'd particularly like to see, then please mention it in the comment section below. Until next time, see ya.